Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield looks to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
4th down, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here's Landry. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Odafe Owe showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked by Kevin Byard. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield now. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Odafe Owe.
30, 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Chubb.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. From the gun, Mayfield.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
First down and much more for Henry. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Sliding out of the pocket. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch number five.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Again to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.